Hello, my name is Izzy. I'm a medical student at Cambridge University, currently on a gap year, learning Mandarin and also working with a health tech startup. Waking up feeling tired is something that almost all of us experience from time to time. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that help me wake up feeling refreshed and full of energy every day. If you'd like to skip ahead, these 3 things are light, water, and mindfulness. Ever since I was old enough to be in charge of my own sleeping habits, I have been a night owl. I was that stereotypical teenager who would stay up late and then wake up at noon if I were given the choice. This means that mornings have always been a bit of a struggle for me. You know that feeling when your alarm goes off but your bed feels so comfortable and amazing and so warm, and the last thing you want to do is step out of your bed. Then I would often end up repeatedly hitting snooze, and when I finally did negotiate myself out of bed, I would feel groggy and just awful. As a medical student, I have had to get used to waking up much earlier than my natural preference. Here are 3 things that have been genuinely invaluable to helping me wake up earlier, still feeling refreshed and alert. Firstly, my light alarm. Light is key to setting our body clock and can also help us to wake up more gently than a sound alarm. Back when I was still using sound alarms on my phone, I would often find myself being rudely awakened and then just immediately hitting snooze, as my body didn't have time to adjust to being awake. Ever since using light alarms, I only ever use sound alarms as a backup option. For example, if I have an exam the next day, then I'll always set an extra alarm just in case my first one doesn't go off. I used to use the Lumi body clock starter, but then I upgraded to the Philips Somnio wake up light, which I've been using daily for the last 2 years and absolutely love and rely on. There are 4 things that I really like about the Somnio. Firstly, the light alarm's simulated sunrise can go quite bright and definitely wakes me up in the morning without need for any sound alarm at all. You can also set how rapidly you want the sun to rise and also how bright. And you can even use it as a lamp at any time by just turning on the lamp option like so. Oops, I just realised it's been out of shot. It has lots of options for gentle sound effects such as birdsong or rain. Along with working as an alarm, it can also provide a simulated sunset, which is where it gradually dims down over time, down to nothing. And often I'll put this on in the background while I'm just listening to an audiobook or doing a meditation just before bed, so that's a really nice way to relax. And finally, I think it's quite aesthetic. I quite enjoy this sort of space age donut shaped light, and yeah, so that's why I love the Philips Somnio. Having a light alarm helps me to take control of my own circadian rhythm, my own body clock. But a free option which anyone can access is sunlight. So obviously this is a bit limited by daytime and nighttime, but if you wake up in the morning and first thing you open your curtains and let in a lot of bright light, that will do a similar trick in terms of setting your body clock. My second favourite thing in the mornings to help me feel alert and refreshed is actually water. Around 2 years ago, I decided to start a habit of drinking at least a cup of water every single morning as soon as I woke up. In Atomic Habits, which is a really good book by the way, I highly recommend you check it out, James Clear talks about how environment can be a very powerful driver of habit formation and maintenance. So every night before bed, I refill my trusty water bottle with 500 millilitres of freshly filtered water, and I just pop it by my bedside. And this means that as soon as I wake up from my light alarm, I can just casually reach over and very easily down 500 millilitres of pretty tasty filtered water first thing in the morning. And I found this really helps me to stay alert, hydrated, and wake up in the morning. And also it means that I don't get so many headaches in the day because I feel like I start off the day already with 500 mils of water. So I'd highly recommend trying out drinking water first thing in the morning. The water bottle I use is a basic one from Amazon. It's pretty old now as I've used it for 2 years, which is the 2 years that I've had this habit for, and it's called the Iron 8 Leak Proof. The reason why I like this one in particular so much is because it has a small hole in the top of it, just here, and this means that it has a very smooth flow of water without any of that annoying glugging that you get with bottles that don't have that small hole in the top to let the air in. Thirdly is my Zafu. Or my meditation cushion. This is a buckwheat filled meditation cushion in colour Zen Black, of course, and I have popped this in the corner of my room just next to my bookshelf, and whenever I see it, it reminds me to meditate every morning and night. I've been meditating for around 2 years by now, and it's honestly become something I enjoy so much. I think that feeling of calm and a peaceful quality of mind is just irreplaceable, and I would highly recommend it if you haven't tried it before. Building mindfulness into my routine, including yoga and meditation, really helps me to wake up feeling fresh in 3 ways. Firstly, it gives me something to actively look forward to in the morning. This means that when I wake up early, I know the first activities I'm going to be doing are self-care activities that I actively enjoy and will help me to have a great day ahead. And this makes it so much easier to convince myself to get out of bed and feel excited for the day. Secondly, meditation also helps me fall asleep faster at night. By learning how to calm my mind and slow down racing thoughts, this means that even after a packed day, when I go to bed and I do my meditation before bed, I can slow down those busy thoughts. Thirdly, it also gives me a nighttime routine to look forward to and help me wind down before going to bed. As a reformed night owl, I can very easily stay up past my bedtime and just do absolute nonsense into, I don't know, the very early hours of the morning. But by having a nighttime routine that I actually look forward to, including things like meditation, I can more easily convince myself or tempt myself into thinking, oh, if I go to bed now, then I get to do my evening routine, and I quite like my evening routine. Why don't I go to bed now? After a busy day, of course, meditation also helps to cultivate a peaceful quality of mind, which is perfect for falling asleep. So those are 3 things that really help me to wake up feeling fresh every day. So light, water, and mindfulness. I really hope these tips have been interesting or helpful in some way. Let me know in the comments whether you've tried any of these and if they worked for you. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. If you enjoyed this video, then please do check out some of my other ones. They'll be around similar topics on how to live a healthier and happier life. And I'll see you soon. Meditation cushion, my meditation cushion, meditation cushion, meditation cushion, my meditation cushion, my meditation cushion. God, that hit me in the face.